Alrighty then. Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 566, Stats Proclivity. There's Stanley. He's back there somewhere. Mom's not here. She's going to the Steelers game in Pittsburgh today, so I'm riding solo. With Stanley, of course. Alright, Stats Proclivity. The big number that matters, are you making more than you're spending? That's the challenge. Those are the big metrics. Everything else is a subset of those two numbers. Because those are the ones that matter. How much are you spending? How much are you making? Now, if you want to cut expenses, you have to cut the right expenses. Don't make your first choice, I got to cut all marketing. People who cut marketing generally cut their own throats. So don't do that. But look where you can cut if you have to cut expenses. And sometimes even if you're making a lot of money, you still want to cut expenses if you're looking at maximizing your profitability. So now that you're making more than you're spending, is it enough to pay your cost of living? And that cost of living has a lot of challenges, whether it's a mortgage, car payment, food, utilities, insurance, all of that other stuff. How much does that cost you each month? You have to take that into account as well. So once you exceed that, now, hey, we're looking at, we can be a full-time writer as long as we can maintain that profitability each month. Not just maintain the revenue. If you have high expenses, you can make $20,000 a month, but if you're spending $19,000, you're making $1,000 a month. That's your profit, and that's what you have extra to spend. So many numbers. So many numbers. You can get in. Oh, look at those impressions. What about our click-through rate? What about our cost per click? What about our other numbers? Are we getting the page reads? What if the KENP payout rate goes down? So many numbers. Overwhelmed. I'm buried in numbers. Do you have micro fissures in your pivot chart? Don't get weighed down too much. Understand, are you making more than you're spending? You can drill down once you start seeing those numbers where you want them to be. And that's the best advice I could give to people who are terrified by numbers or who are sensitive to numbers, who are great with numbers. Start with the macro view of the world. Are you making more than you spend? Sometimes small moves can have big consequences, and this is when I was a business consultant. We worked on the little things, and they added up to be a huge change. Well, when it's just you in indie publishing, maybe a big change is what you need. Is it switching a genre? Okay, that's a big step, but where's your wheelhouse? Where can you write the best stories the quickest to get to a big block of readers, the maximum readership that you can reach, and that will like your book. That's what you're trying to do. You want to get it in the most hands possible and get them to like it and buy it. And then write the next book. So sometimes the big moves get the money train rolling. I know people who have changed genres and then excelled and launched into a 7-figure career by finding the right fit for them. It all works together. Are you making more than you spend? And then what are you doing with that money to then get that difference, that profitability? Control your spend, make more money. Easy, right? Yeah, that hard. Easy and that hard. All right. Stats Proclivity. Don't get overwhelmed. Look at the two big numbers, making more than you spent. Peace, fellow humans.